8 random date night fragrances. Would I buy them again? Yes or no? And why? So number 1 is JPG Elixir. For me, this is a no. It's just kind of, JPG has this weird sweetness to me that I personally don't enjoy. Now that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it. The only thing I will say with Elixir, specifically Elixir, and a lot of the JPGs have this too, but there are probably more Elixir interpretations than any bloody fragrance of all time. And that's one of those ones similar to like Althair that gets nailed really well. So I'm not one to say go and buy an interpretation, but there's certain ones where they really do a fucking good job, and there's a million of them. So yes, but I also think it's a lot easier for me to tell you, yes, try the interpretation when it's a fragrance that I don't wear often because they smell closer. Whereas when I know something really, really well, I'm like, oh, I can sense that little bit of this, but I'm just not a fan. Even in the air right now, there's something about the way that they do like that fucking, like the sweetness of it just makes it smell like a bad candle. So when it comes to JPGs, I'm always kind of about them. But number 2 is Double Vanille by Guerlain, however you want to say it, feel fucking free. It's a fragrance, it's not that big of a deal. This is beautiful. I think that this is one of the most gorgeous date night, sweet, soft fragrances that I think it's absolutely tantalizing. It is the sweetest of sweet, beautiful fragrances while still being elegant. It's gorgeous, it's soft, it's sweet, but it's not offensive. The only downside of this is it just doesn't last very well. If it did, this would be a bloody biblical fragrance, but it's bloody close, so it's a yes. Number 3, one of the most headache-inducing fragrances for me personally is Althair by Parfums de Marly. So you can get this at places like Fragrance Nevea way cheaper than it is at retail. So definitely make sure of this because there's PDM, there's a fuck ton of testers. So you can get them at a good price. I'm not gonna spray it because for me, Althair specifically gives me this like headache right in the middle of my forehead. So it's just a no. But again, that's one of those ones I said earlier that there's a lot of fucking interpretations that get pretty close. Now, the next one is Caden by Oman Luxury. This is absolutely bloody beautiful. It is a room filler. That will fill this entire room. It was perfumed by my friend Maxime over here. And to me, this is as close to a 10 out of 10 date night fragrance that you could have. It's got the gourmand vanilla type of things, but it's got the masculine suede and it's just elegant in its own right. It won niche perfume of the year for 2025. So I don't need to keep fucking yapping. This is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Yes. Now for something that is weird for me. We have Dolce Gabbana The One. I think that this, if this had longevity, this would be a top 10 fragrance, regardless of fucking price. You can get it really cheap. It's one of those ones that you're gonna have to pull the top off and bloody decant. But if this had the longevity that I wish it did, I would call this a niche killer because the scent profile is fucking gorgeous. So yes, you should still buy it. Just buy a little decant on Amazon, carry it around with you. When you go to the bathroom, you know, to powder your nose if they will. Not like that. I meant how women say it. Just reapply this. And now we have Stronger With You Amber. Now I'm somebody who loves amber fragrances, but I'm gonna say no on this simply because I would just rather have Stronger With You intensely. If I'm gonna buy a Stronger With You, as you see, I don't even open this one. I haven't sprayed it. I've gone through a bottle before. I think I ended up giving it to my brother. It's just, it's lacking inspiration to me. It was a Middle Eastern version for a long time, so it had the cool little O. Harry, you can show him a picture of the one that I gave you. It's just a no from me. It's not necessary, and I don't think it's the best, and it's not the cheapest either. So we have Oud Zarián. My friend Noel loves this. I gifted him a bottle. And if you are somebody who genuinely cares about these following 3 things, okay? Longevity, probably one of the most intense, projecting, long-lasting, eternally lasting fragrances like of all fucking time. But I grew up in the UK where apparently licorice is just a gift that, you know, old women love to give kids who they pretend they like or don't like, I don't know, but licorice is a weird fucking gift that we get as a kid. And it smells like licorice for the first like hour. And then it does get nice and dries down nice, but like a fucking hour for a nice dry down is just not a commitment that I'm willing to take. Maybe I have commitment issues, but if you like eternal fragrances, licorice, and then something that does dry down nice, then yes. Ironically, it's perfumed by the person who perfumed our last fragrance of the day, Amouage Outlands. I have been outspoken on different platforms about this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I genuinely enjoy wearing this every single time. I've been accused of pretending to like it because apparently I like it too fucking much, but I think it's fucking gorgeous. How often would you say I wear this?
A lot.
A lot. Great. She's very, very good at adjectives and descriptive words. She could have gone with absolutely anything and she went with a lot. But for those of you who don't know, imagine a spicy, incensey beginning that dries down into this ambery vanilla with like a hint of like citrus zest at the end. It lasts for fucking ever, but you don't have to go through an eternally long dry down process. It's probably about 20 minutes. If you don't like that type of spice, it'll be gone. It's $500. I was a part of like a interpretation that I kind of gave them my feedback on, but at the end of the day, nothing will ever beat the OG. So if you've got $500 and you just want a fucking phenomenal date night fragrance, Outlands.